You either got it or you don't got it. That doesn't mean you can't get it, but you either got it or you don't got it. Hey, it's good to see you guys. It seems like a very, very long time. And as you can tell from the look of the skin, just got back from Tanzania from our 12th summit of Kilimanjaro. And again, an amazing number of lessons. I'm just going to share 6 key things that nobody talks to you about. They're new and distinctive from all the other times that I've gone there, but became glaringly evident. And these are things you either got it or you don't. And if you don't got it, you're going to struggle. And if you do get it, you'll succeed amazingly. So again, I'm Blair Singer. And again, if you like this, you want me to continue doing these things, share this, like it, subscribe. Please subscribe to our channel. Tell other people about it, because this is rich with information. And each week I'm going to be giving you more. So here we go. You either got it or you don't got it. I'm going to read you right out of my journal from the mountain, okay? So I think that the first thing is we define what a leader is. And an entrepreneurial leader is very simply somebody that is willing to take people to a place they've never been before, okay? You've never made this amount of sales. You've never approached this kind of a client. You've never taken on a project like this. But it's somebody that's willing to not only allow another person to take a risk, but risk themselves, risk their vulnerability, risk who they are in order to take somebody to a place they've never been before. So there's 2 risks involved, which is really rare. Certainly, if somebody in your team is going to take on a new project, it's risky for them. But if you're going to encourage them to do it, knowing that they're a little afraid, that's risk for you too. So the ability to manage both of those and to reduce anxiety and go into it is very powerful. So in Kili, first timers come up the mountain. They've never been there before. And again, as you know, some of you know, in my new book right here, Summit Leadership, which is now, by the way, if you go to blairsinger.com, you can find out that you can now get involved in the pre-sale of that book with a ton of free gifts. That's like worth 10 times what the book is, okay? So in that, we talk about these lessons. And so this is a big one. And for most people, it's pretty fearful. And what I was going to say is that Mountain Leadership Experience, which is described in the book, was designed as a program to study the leadership skills of my guides up the mountain. Kevin Chirilla, who's climbed Everest and done Kili over 40 times and every other major peak in the world. And Kristen Sandquist, who is his business partner, also a mountain guide and a philanthropist. So again, it's studying these people and how they do this and how you can apply it to yourself. So that's number one. Okay, so what's number 2? Number 2 is that a great entrepreneur has to learn 2 things: how to be tolerant, and I'm just laughing because of my own experiences, and how to be patient. Tolerance and patience. We were on a mountain. We had an individual that was very difficult for me to work with. She was an amazing person, huge heart of gold, but just not my style of person. And so I said on the mountain on the first day, we stopped for a break. I said, obviously, my lesson on this mountain this time is to learn patience. And Kevin turned around to me, as the true leader he is. He goes, Blair, maybe not patience, but tolerance. And it hit me like somebody just stuck a sword right into my heart, into my chest, and just pierced it, because I knew he was right. Think about it. Your strength is also a weakness if you're an entrepreneurial leader. Why do I say that? Because impatience would seem to be a strong suit, because you want to get things done. You want to get it. You want people to step up to the plate, blah, 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 blah. But along with that comes sometimes intolerance, where you just get upset with people. You don't want to deal with those people. You write them off. You make them into something that they're not. You cop an attitude that's very difficult and to overcome, and very evident to everybody else, even though you think you're hiding it. Okay, tolerance. Think about right now the number of people in your life, the number of times in your life where you've been intolerant, where you are still intolerant of people maybe that you don't even talk to anymore. Can you overcome it? Can you overcome your lack of tolerance of other people, allow them to be who they are, be present in the moment, and simply listen? And allow yourself to exclude all the other things that you want to, all the other judgment calls you want to make about it. Think about that. People in your life, in your family, master tolerance. That's number 2. The other one, number 3, is that all great, what I learned on the mountain is what makes them great leaders, what makes our guides great leaders, is they have a core value, not a core set of values, a value. Number 1, you've maybe heard me talk about this before. For them, it's safety, health, and safety. Why do I say that? Because their summit rate is over 95%. Most of the people they take up the mountain, they get successfully to the top and down again safely, 95%. Most people that go there, less than 40%. Why? Because their concern is not achieving the summit. Their concern is that everybody is healthy and safe, and all rules, all protocols revolve around that. Ask yourself, what's yours? Do you have one? If you don't, create one. Take a look at your values and things that are most important. If there's only one value, they stripped everything away from you and your business, what would be the most important one? Integrity, quality, health, knowledge, safety, whatever it is. And if you focus on that, then all the protocols and all decisions become much, much simpler. The other component of a great entrepreneurial leader is that they develop a network of what Kevin calls a network of capable people. So when we go to Kilimanjaro, he's been going there for 20 years. And the porters, we had, with the 2 teams we took up, we had over 100 porters serving us, going all the way up, cooking food, setting up tents, breaking them down, all that kind of stuff. And it was fluid. It was just seamless. Seemingly, he and Kristen had to do nothing. But over the years, what a great entrepreneur does is focus not on the achievement so much, not on the summit, but on achieving a network of capable people. So these men, some of which don't even speak English, these are people that have become family, I know them now, going there over 12 times and working with them, and now have the ability to trust them, and Kevin trusts them. And so wherever they go, whenever they want more people on teams, more teams, not a problem. They're easily scaled. They're easily scalable. Why? Because they developed a network of, underline it, capable people. Not just the people that like you, capable people that can take on difficult tasks and get them done without you having to oversee them. Okay, that's going to also require you to get rid of some of your tolerance issues. Okay, now here's another one. Some people say that people have a gift of being able to see a big picture. Entrepreneurs need to see across the horizon, all that kind of stuff. But the distinction that I got as standing on day 3, looking at an incredible scenery, looking out over 3 or 4 canyons and watching the clouds roll up in the canyon, seeing the vegetation and the clouds billowing overhead, it was beautiful. One of our teammates came up and said, I said, doesn't that beautiful? And she looks around, she goes, yes, those little white flowers over there are beautiful. And it struck me that it's not the ability, it's not so much the ability to see the big picture. If there's a gift that God gives you that you have, or you either have it or you don't, it is the ability to appreciate beauty, appreciate a bigger picture, appreciate the significance of things without being told about it. That you automatically see it, you automatically sense it. You know, I look at a great view off of a cliff on Kilimanjaro. So, and you know, I have the ability, praise the Lord, to be able to see it and appreciate the beauty. Other people look at it, they don't see anything. Now, how many times have you been dealing with people in your team where you're looking at something and you're getting, oh my God, this is such an opportunity, or we can do this, we can do that. And the other people just don't see it. They just don't see it. So what's the gift? The gift is that if you're watching this now and you're a great leader, is you have your gift of the ability to see what other people don't see, to be able to see, let's basically say it as beauty, significance. in things that other people see as mundane, or they just don't see it. Now, does that mean that you can't develop it? Of course you can develop it. Now you can develop it because I just told you about it. But that's a gift. That particular gift of being able to see what other people don't see, or not even see it, but to be able to appreciate it, to genuinely get excited about it when people don't see anything, is what's going to make you a great leader. It's what it'll help you drive a mission, drive a business. Okay. So what have we covered so far? We covered about, you got to be tolerant. Okay. You got to be able to see or appreciate beauty that other people don't see. Core value that drives all of your decisions. A network of capable people that can carry on and become leaders when you're not around. The other thing that I found on Kili this time is that great leadership allows for a lot of structure, but it also allows for fluidity. What do I mean by that? Plans can change in any minute, depending on circumstances. We had a situation at one camp where we had some people who were not well and other people were doing well. We had two groups, and there was a process set out by Kevin and Kristen. We're going to do this, this, and this to get to the next camp. And within 3 minutes, that plan changed 3 times, and it worked perfectly. Why? Because they have a network of capable people, and they trusted it as it needed to change. It changed almost minute to minute, and everybody got to where they needed to get to successfully. Now, this is at 15,000 feet, so some people are not doing well because of the lack of oxygen up there, but it worked perfectly. Fluidity in changing of plans. Another lesson. On day 4, I'm always intrigued because I feel like there's a certain place on the southeastern flank of the volcanic dome where we hike through a valley called the Karanga Valley under the window of wisdom, which is kind of a hole in the wall and one of the ridges on the side of the mountain. And I feel like I'm always talking to my spiritual teammates when I'm there. So I ask them all kinds of questions. And I'm not going to get into all of that, but it was very profound once again for me, which I'll share another time. But I said, are my affiliations, my business affiliations, good or bad? Should I divorce myself of some people and pick up affiliations with other people or not? Very basic business question, right? You know what the answer was? Here's the answer. Pretend like there's a booming voice in your head that says, the affiliations are not the problem. It's your relationship with the affiliations that's the problem. What? The other people aren't the problem. The problem is my relationship with them, which I have control over. That was a huge eye opener, is to understand that your affiliations with the people that in your business that are good and that are bad, that help you, support you, don't support you, are a function of your relationship with them, not the relationship with you, because you determine your relationship with them. It was like a lightning bolt that hit me, and it changed a lot. Let me just say, it changed a lot of things that's going to change over the next several months. Okay. So affiliations. What was there another one here? So by the way, are you enjoying this? If you're enjoying this, type in yes in the comment section. If you got any questions about Kili, let me know. Go to blairsinger.com and get involved in the pre-sale of Summit Leadership. Okay. Now, a couple other things. This came from other members of our team. One of the lessons, obvious lessons of a leader: never quit. Never quit unless you have to, because knowing when to stop, it can be genius, as Phil Knight from Nike said, is that you got to know when to stop. And typically that's going to be told by somebody else other than you, because you won't quit. Okay. So take responsibility. Everybody's special. Be able to see a big picture, but most of all, take responsibility. And I think that these are, I think I gave you more than 6 lessons, but these were major lessons. And I'm going to share one with you that I was going to share later, but I'm going to share with you right now. I said, if there's one thing that I can deliver to the world, if there's one thing that I, as an entrepreneur with all my experience and all my networks and all this, if there's one thing I can deliver to the world that's unique, that's different, that would serve the cause better than anything else, if I drop dead tomorrow and I was able to deliver this one thing, what would it be? A resounding answer was code of honor. It is the basic foundation of every great civilization, every great team, every great family, every great person. How simple. Code of honor. What it is, how to create it, how to enforce it, and how to make it last generation after generation after generation after generation is what holds all good things together. You know, it seems obvious to me now in retrospect, but working on sales and working on teams and doing all kinds of related things are not bad. But the point is, if there's one gift that you can give to the world right now, along with me, code of honor. If you want to know what that is, go to blairsinger.com and look it up, or check out my book on Team Code of Honor, or pick up, there it is, Summit Leadership. But in this day and age, in the economy that we're going into, with all the perils and all the crazy things that central banks and governments are doing right now, code of honor is the most important. Most leaders in established positions have given up their code of honor. They have no code of honor. Or their code of honor is simply, how do I serve myself? How do I take care of me? Which is not how we're going to get through this whole crisis. So Kili was an amazing trip. It was an amazing trip. And if this had some meaning to you, please subscribe. Subscribe to this channel and share it, like it with other people. Share it and like it with as many people as possible, because over future weeks and future months, I'm going to be talking more about these in greater depth and how you can apply this to your business. Okay? Again, Kilimanjaro is once a year, but our lives go on and on. The lessons on that mountain are a microcosm of your life. And what happens is every single day, those lessons are forced in your face, and you have to deal with them right then and there. It's the most exquisite experience I can think of for people that really want to be their best, be great leaders, be great entrepreneurs. Okay? So again, subscribe to the channel, share it, like it. If you have comments or questions, let me know. If you have other questions about what I've just talked about, let me know. And so we click on the bell so that when something comes through, I can read it, listen to it, and answer it on the next call. So thank you guys. It's been a long time being with you. My energy is a little bit waning right now because I'm still recovering from the long task. And so at some point, I'm going to tell you about the amazing work that we did, giving people that had no legs within an hour legs that they could walk away from the clinic in for less than $200. Actually, for them, it was for free. So we did some amazing, amazing work. And I'd love to share it with you. And the big reason for sharing it is to ask you, what are you doing today? What's your code of honor? What are you creating? What are you creating that's bigger than you, that maybe you get no financial benefit from, but that changes the world or changes a person's life? Okay? Think about that until I talk to you again next week. So again, hopefully you enjoyed these. Subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you again next week. Go to blairsinger.com or bsta.tv. Because there's a full documentary of the Kilimanjaro video up there if you go check it out, okay? So again, thank you so much. Be amazing.